Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making flan. I have my mom here who's going to be teaching us. She is a teacher by profession, so she's going to be teaching me, she's going to be teaching all of us because I literally have never made flan before in my life. If you don't know what flan is it's creme brulee, but it's the Puerto Rican version of creme brulee. So yeah.
Okay, so there are many different ways to make the flan. This is my version of it because I'm very picky about the way I make flan. There are certain things that I like flan to have. First of all, I don't like it to taste like eggs. I know it's made from eggs, but that's disgusting, so I don't want it to taste like eggs. I know that you are very picky. You don't like air bubbles in your
No,
flan.
I love my smooth, creamy flan. If it has air bubbles, I won't eat it.
Right. So I think I've perfected that. Another thing is it's really important to me for it to have a lot of syrup, which means that's the melted sugar. So let's start with taking the eggs. We put in 4 eggs. So you can crack the whole egg and put it in there.
Okay. All right, guys, so I put all the eggs in here, and I forgot to mention that all the ingredients that we'll need are right here. So we'll just go through them one by one and add them to this mixture.
So now you could start mixing the eggs. Make sure they're very well mixed.
All right. Lock that down. So I mixed the eggs for about a minute on a high speed, and now we're gonna add.
Now you can pour in the carnation milk, and then we'll mix it again.
All right. So what we have here is the carnation evaporated milk. This is the 12-ounce can. And typically, my mom doesn't use a mixer like this. She always uses her blender. So we're concerned about air bubbles because obviously that's something that I don't like. No one likes that in their flan. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out.
So if it doesn't turn out right, it's your fault.
Oh God.
It's on you.
Yeah. Do we pour the whole thing?
Yes, pour in the whole thing. And let's mix it for about another minute. I like everything very well mixed.
Okay.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we can go with the next one. I believe this is the evaporated milk.
Yep. So this is a sweetened,
That's the condensed milk.
Yeah, sweetened condensed milk. And this is the 14-ounce can. And if you guys have any questions about the ingredients, they will be linked in the description box below. So yeah, just definitely check it out there. All right, so we're gonna put this condensed
Yes, you
milk.
can pour in the whole thing.
Okay. This is like a very thick.
It's very thick
It's a
and
thick
sweet.
jar.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, that's okay. I see a lot of air bubbles. I'm getting concerned.
I know. I'm concerned too, but that's what this is for.
Okay.
We'll use this to get the air bubbles out.
All right.
It helps.
All right.
And if we have to, the next thing is you just want to add your vanilla. And as far as the vanilla, it's not very much. It's 1 teaspoon.
She has a cheat sheet right over here in case you guys couldn't
I
tell.
don't do it that often. Basically like twice a year probably.
So this is my pure vanilla extract. This is the Walmart brand. So I don't know how pure it is, but it's gonna work. So we're gonna put 1 teaspoon.
Yes, just 1 teaspoon.
All right. So that's 1
That looks good. And you can throw the salt in there as well. Just like a pinch of salt is sufficient.
Just a pinch.
It's just a quick dash. There you go. That looks good.
That's a big old chunk. Should I take that one out?
All right. Yep, that looks good.
All right, perfect.
Throw that in there. And you can even put in the cornstarch now.
All right, how much cornstarch?
So just a teaspoon
Just a
of that as
teaspoon.
well. Yes. And the cornstarch just helps it to stay firm and not fall apart.
Okay. It smells really good. It smells like a vanilla milkshake.
That's because of the condensed milk. I mean
Yeah.
the evaporated milk.
Yeah.
So-
No, that's condensed.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
condensed. Confused. Taste it.
Ooh. Condensed milk taste test. I've never done this before.
It's good.
time my mom had me taste something was when I was like 5, and she literally wanted me to taste vanilla extract, and I was like, she had me sitting on the counter. She was like, smell this. I smelled it. It was so yummy. And then she put a little bit in a spoon, and I just took it all in, and I was like, it was the most disgusting thing ever. If you ever tasted vanilla extract, you understand what I'm talking about.
It's very deceiving
so
because
evil.
it smells so good.
Yeah.
It smells so good, but it's deceiving.
Why would
It
you
tastes terrible.
Why would you do that to your child? I don't know. All right, so now that we have this all mixed up, we're going to start with the caramel syrup stuff.
So we're just going to melt the sugar, and that's the syrup that goes in this pan here. And it, depending on how much we think we want to add, normally it's just a cup of sugar with a 1/4 cup of water.
Okay.
The water helps it not to be as thick.
Okay.
And if we think we want to add more sugar because we want more syrup, then we can do it as we go along.
Okay, perfect. And what temperature should the oven be at?
350.
350.
Yes.
So we'll start that right now.
So now carefully take it and pour it in your pan. Make sure you coat the whole pan. I believe there is enough syrup. We don't need to melt any more sugar. It looks really pretty. It's a pretty color.
Is that usually the color it is, or did it get a little darker than usual?
I think it got a little darker than usual, but I've had it like this before, and you can see the consistency. It is nice and smooth.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that, let me put this
Okay, put it over there.
back here.
Yep.
We don't want to get burned with that. So then you take the pan and you just want to coat it. Mix it around. It looks wonderful. It looks really good.
Perfect.
I think this is great. So I'll hold this and you can just pour it in there, and hopefully this will help the process with the air bubbles. If not, it's no big deal. We'll just scoop out some of the foam.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's looking really smooth. And there really aren't that many air bubbles. The fact that we let it sit there for a while helped dissolve some of the air bubbles.
I'm pouring it slowly so we don't create more air bubbles. So you can avoid the air bubbles by undermixing,
Exactly.
but then you don't get the taste.
Yes.
Okay, so
You get the taste of eggs,
Yeah,
which
you get the
is
taste
what
of eggs.
I don't like.
yeah.
Look, it really looks wonderful. There really aren't any air bubbles in here. This process really works very well.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Next step is that you want to make sure that you get a pan with water, and then you're going to sit this in the pan with water.
Okay, so it's gonna be a water bath
Yes.
for the flan. We're gonna use my Le Creuset. You don't have to use anything fancy like this. You could literally just have a round pan that's a little bit bigger than whatever pan you're using. So I'm gonna fill this up with water. Perfect.
That works very well. Now we're ready to put it in the oven.
Perfect. Now we just pulled this out of the oven. It was at 350 degrees for about 57 minutes. I took a knife and I stuck it in, and it's not supposed to be like a cake, like where it comes out clean, but unfortunately this one came out clean.
So maybe we should have left it in there for just like 45 minutes, but I think it'll still be fine. Once we flip it over, which for now we can't flip it over, it just came out of the oven, We're going to let it sit here and cool off, and then it's going to go in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours so that it gets nice and cold. Once it is nice and cold, then you can try and flip it.
So we want to take it out of this bath so
Yes.
it stops cooking, right?
Right, yes. It's still nice and jiggly, so
Yeah.
it's good.
Jiggly,
You
jiggly.
want the jiggle. For this, we want jiggle.
Okay. Not anything else in life.
Not anything
but for
else.
This.
But for this, a jiggle is good.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, so do you just want to let it sit here and
You
then
can
fry it?
actually scrape it right now.
Oh,
Try and
okay.
get the flan off of the edges.
Oh.
Yes, the whole way. There we go.
Okay guys, so my mom is going to be leaving because the flan takes about 2 hours to get cold before you can actually flip it. So I'll be flipping it on my own.
Pressure's on. I am trusting that you can flip this on your own. Don't make it fall apart.
I'll try.
Make me
not to.
proud.
I know. We'll
As
see
a
what
teacher
happens.
and as a mother.
Alright, we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Alrighty, you're welcome. See you, everyone.
Hey guys, so I'm back now. It's been 2 hours that this flan has been in the refrigerator. So now I'm going to flip it. Let's pray this goes well. Oh shoot. I think it flipped pretty cleanly. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Besides it like coming off the edge, this looks great. Now let's grab a knife and a fork and a little plate and we'll try it. All right guys, this literally looks like the most perfect piece of flan. I don't see any air bubbles besides the ones at like the edges, and that's not bad at all. It looks amazing. Hopefully you guys can see that up close shot. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to just dig in. All right, taste test. It's incredibly smooth. So delicious. It's perfect. Yay! So the only thing that I would change is this syrup. I think it was a little too dark, but besides that, it's perfect. So yeah, if you guys want to make this for your holiday get-togethers or anytime as a snack, it's amazing. So yeah, I highly recommend this flan recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe for more recipe videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.